Hi guys, welcome to class. Today is going to be a really flowy class, so a little bit different from maybe what we've done recently. The main focus of today's class is to kind of lose yourself. I want you to end this class feeling really chill, almost like you've lost that kind of chitter chatter in your brain, because we're just going to move and move and move, and it's going to be really, really nice. Having said that, we're going to start with a breathing exercise, which is often referred to as square breathing. If breathing exercises are really new to you, don't worry. This is lovely. It's really, really, really nice. You can take it at your own pace. You could ignore what I'm saying and just do something similar, maybe a little bit faster if that feels necessary for you. But it's just a really nice way to kind of, again, bring yourself back in, slow yourself down, especially if you're kind of a rusher or you have a brain that talks to you a little bit too loudly. So I want you to start in a comfortable seated position. That might be kneeling, it might be on a sat, like on a yoga block, it might be on your bottom. Really doesn't matter, as long as you feel comfortable. And then you're just gonna close your eyes and sit up nice and tall, so make sure that your shoulders are above your hips, your ears are above your shoulders, hands wherever they fall. Sometimes it's quite nice to have one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest, like you could feel yourself breathing, you've got this kind of connection inward to yourself. Maybe hands on your lap, palms facing up, whatever feels comfortable. Take one big breath in. Take a full breath out. Okay, and then take an inhale, slow and steady for 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hold at the top, stay relaxed for 3, 2, 1. Slow, steady stream. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Stay soft. Hold at the bottom for 3, 2, 1. Full inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Relax for 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Stay soft. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale. 3, 2, 1. Stay soft again for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Steady exhale. 3, 2, 1. Keep that softness and hold for 3, 2, 1. Final round. Stay with me for inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale. 3, 2, 1. And stay soft for the final 3, 2, 1. Normal breath in. All the way out. When you're ready, open your eyes. And we're going to come straight to hands and knees. When you get to hands and knees, just start with a little wiggle round, maybe a couple of circles over the wrists. If you want to kind of move into your body as you go and wiggle your hips, maybe stretch into the sides of the waist, feel free. Circles can be as big or as small as feel fit. And go the other way, same. Little wiggles, movements. Maybe allowing the shoulders to come over the wrists a little bit more, really gripping the mat down with your fingers, like you're pulling the fingers in towards your midline. Good, and then come somewhere kind of to center with your shoulders over your wrists. Find some softness in your elbows. As you inhale, lift your tailbone. Begin to pull your chest through your arms. So pull the hands back towards the knees. Drop the belly, chest up, look up. And then exhale to round. And tuck your tailbone, press into the knees, the palms, draw front body to back body, and tuck your chin in cat. Go again, inhale, lift your tailbone. Cinch in the waist as you pull your chest forward, lengthen your waist, lift the gaze, look. Cow pose as you exhale, press and round, cat. Round the spine, press into the feet,
the hands, tuck your tailbone, pull your chest in. Last one, inhale, lift your tailbone.
Pull your hands towards your knees, look up, and then exhale to press and round.
Round your spine, press into your hands, your front body up to back body, fill that space between your shoulder blades. And then inhale, relax, find somewhere that feels kind of neutral. Keep your shoulders over your wrists, but one at a time. Extend your legs back behind you so that you're in a plank. Shoulders stay over wrists, fill that space between the shoulder blades, but then slightly counter that by sending the collarbones forward. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze the inner thighs, send your heels back. Like you're trying to find length, reach the crown of the head in the opposite direction. Imagine that you're drawing your hip bones together as you feel your lower belly pull in and hold for 3. Keep pressing the ground away, finding that length for 2. On a 1. You can drop your knees if you need to, but let's lower slowly. For 5. Keep pressing the ground away for 4. For 3, strong legs for 2. And then come all the way down to your belly. Good. Walk your hands one step further forward so they're kind of more in line with your shoulders. Strong toe point, tuck your tailbone, press your hips into the earth. Inhale, really gentle cobra. So as you pull your elbows back, squeeze your elbows in, pull your shoulder blades together. Breathe some space into those lungs. And then exhale, come all the way down. Hands step back, 1 step, tuck your toes. Come up through hands and knees into a child's pose. So take your bum all the way back towards your heels. Maybe add a little wiggle when you make your way there. We're not here for long, just take an inhale. Big exhale. And your next inhale, tuck your chin towards your chest, round forward like you're moving through a cat. We've been here before. As you exhale, lift your tailbone, tuck your toes, and rather than just gliding back and staying, press into your feet, lift your hips, downward facing dog, and go for a little wiggle when you get there. So as always, take some time to wiggle out, pedal out the feet, bend a knee, straighten a leg, anything as always. It just makes us feel a little bit more comfortable. Find a bit of buoyancy in those knees and pull back with the legs, really trying to bring some weight into the feet. Arms stay straight and strong, ears by biceps, but drawing the rib cage in. And then find some stillness if you're not there already. Take a full breath in. And press into the hands, press into the feet, long breath out. Good, inhale, lift your tiptoes. As you exhale, bend your knees like you're trying to bring your chest towards your thighs. And then as if you were moving through cat pose, begin to round your spine as you lift your hips, rippling and rounding as you come all the way forward until you find that length in plank like we were before. As you exhale, soften your knees to a hover. Lift your tailbone, press into your hands, and glide back almost through cow pose into a downward dog. You're back in that bent-legged position with your chest towards your thighs. We're going again. Press off of the legs, ripple and round, come all the way forward to plank. Press into the hands, strong legs, find that length in plank, heels back, heart forward. Breath in. Exhale, bring the knees to a hover. As you lift your tailbone, drop your belly and glide all the way back. Bent-legged, downward dog. 1 more. Spring off the legs and ripple and round and come all the way forward to plank. When you get there, take 1 big breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees, lift your tailbone and glide all the way back. Downward facing dog. This time lengthen out the legs, take an inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, lift the tiptoes. Look forward and slowly begin to make your way to the top of your mat. Take your feet about hip distance, maybe out a tiny little bit wider if that feels nice. Let there be a big bend in those knees. Catch hold of opposite elbows and go for a little sway from side to side. And let that bend in the knees be really, really big. So that rather than rounding at the spine, you're really focusing on finding that fold from the hips. As if maybe your belly or your chest could find your thighs. Now the arms add to the weight of this, like they're pulling you down towards the earth. And if your weight is in your heels, shift it a bit further towards your toes. And maybe shake the head, yes and no. On your next exhale, drop your hands. Keep your chin towards your chest. Keep that bend in the knees. Begin to round up. So pressing into the legs, begin to ripple one vertebra at a time until you come to standing. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And exhale, pull hands to heart center. Feet hip distance if they kind of shuffled out a little bit. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Press into the feet. Side tuck in your tailbone as you lengthen. As you exhale, soften your knees, come into a forward fold. Biggest bend if you need it. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Hands could find the legs or the floor, but either way, inner thighs spin back, legs stay strong, and chest pulls forward, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press into the legs, find that ripple and round as you come all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, pull hands to heart center. And 2 more like that. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, soft knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, weight into the feet as you fold down. Inhale, press into the legs, come all the way up to standing, arms to the sky, and as you exhale, hands to heart center. Last one, inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, press into the legs, come all the way up to standing, arms to the sky. And then exhale, pull hands to your chest. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step into a downward facing dog. Go one foot and then the other. On your next inhale, lift high on your tiptoes like we did before. On your exhale, press into your hands, bend your knees, chest to thighs. Inhale, ripple around, come all the way forward to plank pose. As you exhale, lower this time for 3. Keep the legs nice and strong for 2 and 1. You can move the hands forward again if you need to. Otherwise, point your toes, inhale, chest up, cobra pose. Exhale to lower, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, push into the left foot, right leg lifts. Don't worry about how high it is. Instead, can you wrap the outside edge, the little toe side of that right foot down, squeeze your inner thighs and push into the floor. High on your left tiptoe, draw your right knee into your chest and step the right foot down in between the hands. And drop down the left knee. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Keep the hands down or they can come onto blocks if you need a little bit more height here. Begin to pull your chest forward as if in between your arms. Spin the front of the shoulders back. Pull the feet together. Left foot forward, right foot back. Push into that right foot. One more breath in. Exhale, plant the hands. And step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Push into the hands, again square the hips, so spin the outer left hip down, squeeze the inner thighs, push out with the right foot, press into the fingertips. High on your right tiptoe, draw your left knee into your chest and step the left foot down between the hands. Drop down your right knee, maybe tented fingers or blocks. Inhale, pull your chest forward between your arms, curve your heart out, almost like that cow pose position, like you're squeezing your shoulder blades, you're widening your collarbones. Feet pulled together, left foot presses down, one more breath in. Can you reach through the crown of your head as you exhale, plant your hands and step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your tiptoes. This time, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk step, or you can hop to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, find your halfway lift, maybe hands on the legs, the floor, but spine is nice and long, tailbone back, heart forward. Exhale to melt down, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, pull hands to heart center. One more, same, but a little bit different. Arms lift, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Halfway lift, inhale. Pull the chest forward. As you exhale, plant your hands. Less dominant footsteps back first. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to tiptoes. Exhale, push into your hands, bend your knees. As you inhale, come forward, plank pose, heels back, heart forward, lower for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, gentle cobra, elbows in, heart through. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Left foot presses down, right leg lifts. Inhale, press through the toes. Exhale, draw your right knee into your chest and step the right foot down between the hands. Drop down your left knee, inhale, arms to the sky, low lunge. Pull your feet together. Find that curve out of your chest, then the thumb bones back, reach through the fingers. And can you squeeze your inner thighs, take a full breath in. Exhale, plant your hands and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to tiptoes. Exhale, push into your hands, bend your knees. Inhale, ripple forward, plank pose. Exhale, knees down, chest down, or if you're ready, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, high on your right tiptoe, draw your left knee in and step your left foot down between your hands. Right knee drops. Inhale, arms to the sky, low lunge. Pull your feet together, squeeze the inner thighs, curve the chest out. As you push down into the feet, can you lengthen through your arms? One more breath in. Exhale, plant your hands and step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk, step or hop to the top of your mat. Take an inhale and a halfway lift. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to tiptoes. Exhale, push into your hands, bend your knees. Inhale, come forward, plank pose, and lower for 3. Push into the legs for 2. For 1, inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Soften those knees. Inhale. Rib cage in. Exhale. Keep the armpits lifted. That strength pulling back in the legs. Reach through the crown of the head. You've got 1 more breath in. And 1 more breath out. Inhale, lift to tiptoes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Walk, step or hop to the top of your mat. Take an inhale and a halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, fold down. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to the ground. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to tiptoes. Exhale, push into your hands, bend your knees. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Knees down, chest down, or lower in 1 straight line for 3. 2, 1. Inhale, elbow squeeze in, pull the chest through, back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Pull into the legs. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Steady breath, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift to tiptoes, bend knees, look forward, walk, step or hop to the top of your mat. Take an inhale and a halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one, arms lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Halfway lift, chest pulls through, inner thighs back. Exhale, plant your hands, less dominant if you've not done so already. Downward facing dog. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees, press into those hands. Use the legs to ripple you forward. Plank, breath in. Exhale, lower for 3. Strong arms, 2, 1. Inhale, back bend, shoulders back, collarbones wide. Exhale, downward facing dog. And 3 strong breaths. Legs pull you back. Armpits lift away from the earth. Belly button draws in. Crown of the head reaches forward. Final breath in. Final breath out. Inhale, lift to tiptoes, bend knees, look forward, walk, step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, chair pose. Send your heels, almost pull them back behind you. Send your knees back behind your toes. Can you reach through the crown of the head, send the arm bones back, look up, take a breath in. Legs lengthen, fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, downward facing dog. No vinyasa this time. Right leg lifts, press into the hands, inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw your right knee in towards your chest and step the right foot down between the hands. Inhale, high lunge, left knee stays lifted. Soften the knees, secure the hips into the earth. Pull the feet together, squeeze the inner thighs, find that lift of the chest and through the fingertips, take a breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog as your right foot plants, your left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, plant the foot down between the hands, arms to the sky, high lunge. Melt the hips, exhale. Feet pull together, chest is lifted, reach for the arm bones, breath in. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog, take an inhale, take an exhale. Inhale, lift to tiptoes, bend knees, look forward, walk, step or hop to the top of your mat, half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Bend your knees, weight into the heels, press down through the balls of the feet, arms to the sky, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, push to stand. One more, just like that, arms lift, inhale. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Thumb bones back, gaze lift, stay for the breath in. Fold as your legs lengthen for the breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands, exhale, step back, less dominant foot first, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts in. Push into those toes, lift through the right leg. Exhale, right leg comes in and plant the right foot down. High lunge, inhale, pull the feet together, lift through the arm bones. Stay for the exhale. One more breath in, can you find more length, but keep the hips grounded. And plant the hands, step back, down dog. Left leg lifts, inhale, find that length, push through both sets of toes. Exhale, left leg steps in. And arms to the sky, high lunge. Inhale. Ground the hips, exhale. Pull the feet together, stay for the breath in, fill up. Plant the hands and step back, downward facing dog, full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift the tiptoes, bend knees, look forward, walk, step or hop to the top of your mat. Half lift, inhale, inner thighs back, chest forward as you exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips, inhale, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, push to stand, hands to heart center. Good, lift your arms, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Plant your hands and step back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. As you exhale, step your right foot through and between the hands. Drop down the left knee again. Low lunge, inhale, arms to the sky. Pull your feet together, push out of that left foot as we did before. Send the thumb bones back. Spin the fingers, the palms so they face in. Reach through the crown of the head. Can you find that push and pull between pulling forward but tucking the tailbone so you're not back bending? One more inhale. Exhale, drop your hands. Halfway split, right leg goes straightish. Now you could stay up or you could sit back and down. Either way, I want you to bring the hands to either side of that front leg. Lift your tailbone, pull your chest forward as if in between your arms and then fold down as you exhale. Keep pulling that right leg bone back into its socket. Keep playing between length, so lifting the tailbone, lifting the chest and folding. And take one more breath in, pull those toes towards you. One more breath out. And then as you inhale, come forward, plant the left hand, but take the right arm forward towards the front of the room and then find a big circle up and over as you reach towards the back of the room. You could stay in a twist, kind of opening up through that right shoulder. Maybe you just let the arm hang heavy and that feels nice into the front of the right shoulder and the right side of the chest. Maybe you begin to bend the back leg and you catch hold of your back foot. Wherever you want to be today, wherever feels accessible to you today. If you've got hold of the back foot again, you could push the foot into the hand and work on a twist. Or you could begin to pull that foot towards you and slightly tucking the tailbone, finding length through the front of the left hip and the front of the left thigh. Keep pushing out of the left hand. Keep some space in that left shoulder. We'll hold for a final 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. If you've got hold of that back foot, don't let it ping. Just gently release. Plant your hands and step back. Downward facing dog. Right foot lands, left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps forward in between your hands. Drop down your back knee. Arms to the sky, low lunge. Feet pull together. Reach through the crown of the head. Reach through the fingers. Again, that push and pull between sinking down and then having to back bend and tucking the tailbone and pulling the legs together and finding some strength. Can you push out of the feet? Can you keep the arms reaching, palms facing in? Breath stays steady. One more inhale. Exhale. Plant the hands. Left leg goes straight-ish. Maybe hips stay high. Maybe you bring the hips down low. Inhale like you're halfway lifting, so you're finding that length in the spine, that pull up. Keep it and exhale, fold. Stay with your breath here. If you've lost that rhythm and you only had it right at the start, right when we were practicing our breath, that's okay. Just come to it now. Keep pulling that left leg bone back into its socket. Keep pulling your chest forward. Little toe side of the left foot pulls back. Take another inhale. One more exhale. As you come forward, plant the left foot, plant the right hand. Inhale, left arm reaches towards the front of the room. It circles all the way to the sky, up and over towards the back of the room, and maybe it just hangs heavy to open up the left shoulder, the left side of the chest. Maybe you catch hold of the back foot and come into a twist. Keep pushing out of that left foot, drawing that left heel either into the left hand, so you're kind of opening up more into the chest, or you're drawing the leg in to open more into the right hip and the right quad. Keep pushing out of the right hand, keeping some buoyancy in that right shoulder rather than sinking down. Right elbow crease spins towards the front of the room. Keep pushing out of the feet, holding for a final 5, 4, 3, 2, and release on 1. Plant the hands and step back. Downward facing dog. And when you get there, take a long breath in. Soften the knees, press into the hands, take a full breath out. Maybe drive the heels towards the earth a little bit more. Full breath in. Push into the ground, full breath out. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And then look forward and just come to seated at the top of your mat. Cross-legged position, kneeling position, whatever feels comfortable. And bring your hands onto your knees, palms facing up, palms facing down, shoulders roll back, and like we did at the start, stack shoulders, hips, ears. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. And full breath out. Look open your eyes. If you're in a cross-legged position, stay. If you're not, come to one. If it's not possible for you and it feels a bit uncomfortable, you can do this lying down on your back, or you could bring your bum onto something a little bit higher, like a blanket, a pillow, or a block, and it'll just help it feel a little bit less cranky on your hips. From your cross-legged position, make sure that your right leg is the one that is in front. And then just take your feet a smidgen away from you so that when you look down, your knees and your ankles are almost like parallel, or in line with each other. And when then we need to wiggle your feet, until it's almost like you're crossing as much as you can and you can't see your heels because they're underneath your knees. If this feels fairly easy, you can take that right leg and stack it on top of your left leg in a fire log. But if this kind of looks like this, I would rather that you were in that initial position with the cross rather than stacking foot on top of knee. Okay, so kind of figure out where you want to be. Hands are going to frame the legs or hold on to the knees. Take an inhale like you're lengthening, so pull up from the lower back, push into the sitting bones, reach through the crown of the head, and then fall down as you exhale. Keep some activity in the legs, so kind of like a bit of a flex in the foot, and pull your feet towards your sitting bones. Keep that lengthening through the spine. Push the outside edges of the feet down into the mat or into your legs. Really think about that external rotating of the thighs. So we're spinning the outside edges of the inside edges of the thighs down, out and down. Keep that length. Maybe as you're here, you find more space. I'm going to keep going for final 3. Maybe sink a little bit further for 2. Keep that length, that pull for 1. And then slowly make your way back up to seated. Take a second here, maybe push that right knee down, take an inhale. And an exhale. Okay, gently hands come behind so that you can pick up the legs. That right foot is stacked, just bring it out in front. And then we're going to cross the legs over the other way, so your left foot is the one that's in front. Find that cross either where you can't see the heels underneath the knees because that cross is quite strong, or you're stacking left leg on top of right. Ideally, I want you to try and do the same thing that you did on both sides, but I recognize that sometimes that's just not possible, and that's okay. We're human, we have sides, we have imbalances, and that's fine. Hands on knees or floor, take an inhale, grow tall, find that length from sitting bones through to the crown of the head, that length through the whole of the back. And then fold, keep the length, exhale. And pull the feet towards you, so energetically they push down and they pull in. Inner thighs wrap up and out. You might find one side a lot more intense than the other. For me, this is that. So breathe through it. Knowing that this is not going to last forever. That it's discomfort, not pain. If it's pain, please back out. But if it's discomfort, you can stay. You're only here for maybe 5 breaths or so. You let the breath be the thing that helps you stay calm and feel safe despite the discomfort. And find that length in the spine, that pull forward of your chest for a final 3. Maybe you melt down a little bit more for 2. Keep pressing the feet down, pull the chest forward for the final 1. Come all the way back up. Left hand to left thigh, maybe push it down for a little extra help. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. And gently bring the hands behind to release that left leg. We'll finish with 1 breath together. Hands to heart center, maybe just on the knees. Full breath in. Let it all go, exhale. If you have time to take a full 5-minute Shavasana, or even just a couple of minutes Shavasana, maybe put your favorite piece of music on and lie and breathe. If that's not possible for you today, of course that's okay. But either way, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you soon.